What a wonderful leader he was. And let me tell you, he can tell you the truth. I can almost tell you the truth. We were 90 miles from there, that's all. I can almost tell you the truth because I knew a lot of these people that came over in the first boatload. And this man did. He knows exactly about the medical care, about the educational care, about the only people that are really ever think about Fidel Castro thinks about is Fidel Castro. He's a power-hungry man, or was, and so was his brother. Am I right?
His brother is worse.
His brother's worse? Okay. You got something prepared that you want to tell us about? Give them your name.
My name is Rafael Rodriguez.
Rafael Rodriguez. How's that? Did I do good on that? Oh, Rafael Rodriguez. Ah. Okay, 5 years or something did me good. All right, you got something written there, and I have your name on my notebook too.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Actually, they are not here.
Well, that's all right. Address it. Address it.
I could be speaking for hours, and I apologize because I am shy in my accent and this and this. My question was this: then, independent of the party you are affiliated to, but do you really think America is on the right track? That's my question to them, because I think America is in danger. When I came to America in the mid-70s, I saw the danger because sending jobs out of America, factories moving out, and little by little that is probably a plan to destroy America. Right now, I think is the danger is imminent. The same words Obama is saying is the same words or equivalent I heard 50 years ago. I was a kid, but I remember from Castro in Cuba. Those luring people, telling them they are going to be rich, and this, all those socialist words that some people with not a lot of course, we take everything for granted here in America. That's a fact. And we think in America it will never happen. But right now we are, in my opinion, on the verge of socialism. Even if the Congress is Democrat or Republican, Obama doesn't care. Just he signs. And my question after that was this, because I was telling them, I asked this because I spent 20 years of my life under the socialist regime, and I am listening to the same words or equivalent. Okay. The other thing is my father-in-law, I never met him because I met my wife after he died. He was 55, I think, in Cuba. And the excellent medical system that Michael Moore made the movie of, the best system in the planet, he required dialysis. He was 55, I think 55. And the government said, no, he is too old to get the one and only equipment in Cuba. We need the equipment for younger people. He is 50-something. And he died. So, thank you very much. And
thank you very much. I tell you, does that not tell a story? It's 55. Golly, Mom, I'm way over the mark. I'm almost 75. And I tell you, I won't even get an aspirin probably. But no, this gentleman, I've known him for some time, and he does have a legitimate, honest-to-goodness story to tell that he experienced because of his Cuban background. And it was a tragic thing what they did to Cuba. Know a lot of people. We've just had, do you have a question?
Yeah, I do. Reference to, as far as a revolution goes, and what people were talking about, the Democratic Party not being the uprising of people. What if another party did come up and take over? Another military party other than the Democratic Party or any.
You mean a military coup or something like that? You're talking about a military regime?
Where would our army as it is now stand?
Well, that's quite a hypothetical question you're asking there. I would hope they would be standing on with people that are here and that are, you know, to that degree and loyal to our Constitution. But there again,
But if the president
I'm sure the Cuban people didn't anticipate. I can remember when Fidel Castro started speaking to the people in Florida. And this is a true story too, because I was right there and I'm a 5th generation Floridian. I know Florida history very, very well. And I can tell you that the newspaper people in Fort Lauderdale, and this is the problem with the media to some degree, our newspaper people sent people down to Cuba to interview Fidel Castro and came back with nothing but great things to say. I remember that. I mean, I read it. I knew Jack Gore, and he was editor of the Fort Lauderdale News. And that was in our newspaper. And this is it. This is why, when I say to you, we need an informed electorate. You need to be on your toes all the time about who you put into office. These people really and truly thought that Castro was going to be their savior. And I guess there's a lot of people that voted for Barack Obama that thought he was going to be their savior. And a lot of them still do. A lot of them have awakened, but a lot of them did. And consequently, I got her in my science. And anyway, that what he is telling you, and we can learn a lot from Cuba. Yeah. Oh, Margarita, I didn't see you. Marguerite, do you mind having, let me make this announcement too. We have just had a gentleman come in and I don't think his time is, he doesn't have a lot of it to spend. Is that right? Okay. And I did tell David Sawyer, come on down, David. David Sawyer, he is formerly vice chairman of the state of North Carolina Republican Party. He is now vice chairman of our 11th district. This is the only VIP that we've had here today. And he would be a good man to answer a lot of questions about what's going on in the state of North Carolina. Yes, Mr. Shepard. Oh, okay.
That's a bad sign.
Okay, I have been taking, for 3 months, I have contacted by every measure Deborah Ross. She has the the Castle Doctrine bottled up in her committee, has had it in there for 3 months. In fact, in spite of the fact that the Senate voted 42-2 to pass it, and it's now in place in 40 states. When my son died, it took an hour and 15 minutes to get a police. We live in a rural area. We need the Castle Doctrine. And somehow this abuse of power has got to be curtailed by the people in Raleigh, the people like yourself. I have contacted everybody there from the governor right on down. And she called me the other day when I threatened to get this on the Raleigh. And we had quite a discussion and she said, you're entitled to your opinion. And I said, well, you're not entitled to act on yours. And she has for 3 months. Now the session's out. Please get this gal to move.
It's all yours.
Thanks. For the benefit of the other people here, can you tell them what the Castle Doctrine is, what you're talking about?
I'm sorry, I thought most people would be aware of it. Castle Doctrine merely means that you have the right to defend your home by any force necessary in case of invasion. Previous law, if you shoot them on the lawn, you got to drag them inside. There's no question that we have to have protection, particularly in this rural area. And that's the thing that really sticks.
Well, what you're referring to is the state Senate.